as I've mentioned before, we are trying to go eat more healthy, and so therefore go to a more vegetarianism slash veganism slash not lifestyle and eating. So one of the things though that's difficult is trying to find things that taste good if you're not used to that kind of a diet, and also that are not that expensive. If you try to like eat exactly the same way and just buy food that's vegetarian, like for example, let's say you eat burgers once a week. So you're trying to be healthy, and so instead of making a burger out of ground beef once a week, instead you go out and you buy vegetarian burgers of some sort. That is going to be expensive and may not taste very good because you're thinking you're going to eat a burger and it's vegetarian. So it's kind of hard to go to that. One of the things that I've tried to do is in some of my recipes, which we like to eat a lot of like pasta and rice dishes, and we like spicy foods. So I have a favorite recipe that I have often cooked, and it is a chicken curry with rice. What I've done is adapted the recipe. Instead of putting chicken in, I have put some lentils that I've made and some cashews for protein. So, oh wait, take it back. I don't put cashews in this recipe. So just the lentils. So I have been making some lentil soup because I've had both of my boys, who are grown now, living with me lately, and they can eat a lot, and they both love soup, and they both love this lentil soup. So what I've done is, when I make the soup, I froze in these 1-cup containers, tried to fill it mostly with the lentils out of the soup, because it was kind of like a lentil vegetable soup. And then what I'm doing is, when I make my curry recipe, instead of the chicken, I'm just putting in this cup of lentil soup, which I've mostly like drained the liquid out of, so I tried to make it mostly lentils. So I'm thinking that I could do the same exact thing. If I'm not making the soup, then I could buy cans of lentils and, you know, maybe use a can or maybe half a can even in the recipe. Okay, so the ingredients that I need for my lentil curry rice recipe are, I need a green pepper chopped, and I need an onion chopped, but unfortunately I'm out of onions, so I'm going to try substituting something to this time, and I'm going to try substituting chopped chives. I think what I'm going to try to do is substitute 1/4 of a cup of these chives for the onion, and we'll just see how it turns out. Also, you need 3 cans of diced tomatoes, and you need some basil, and you need some oregano. The most important thing, however, and you also need minced garlic, which we eat a lot of. But the most important ingredient is the curry paste. This is the curry paste that we use, but Patak's, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but we like the curry paste that's hot. We used to like the kind that was medium, but we really like hot stuff. So I only use half of a jar per recipe. So I know you can make this by hand too. I mean you can make it from scratch. So when we get to Mexico, who knows, instead of buying this, I might be making it from scratch. It won't really be that much more difficult. So before I begin cooking, I have one very, very, very important thing that I have to do before I can start cooking. And that is, yes, my glass of wine. And now it's time to take a little break, take a little sip of wine, and review my recipe. Okay, back to cooking. I'm going to use my absolute favorite cooking ware. What's your favorite cooking ware? Please comment down below and tell me what your favorite cooking ware is. My favorite, without a doubt, is cast iron. Okay, so my favorite kind of cookware, as I said, is cast iron. And I love my cast iron. My cast iron has been used so much that it's practically non-stick. And what you may not know about cast iron is that it doesn't break. It lasts forever. It doesn't rust. Well, actually, it can rust, but it's very easy to scrub the rust off. It's just like, plus it has health benefits because it has iron in the cast iron. Anyway, you don't wash cast iron with soap and water. What you do is, if it has something stuck on it, which I don't usually have very much stuck on mine, but you soak it for a little while, and then you scrub it with salt. Salt is an antibacterial as well as a scouring agent. And then I put it on the oven, and I always, whenever I'm getting ready to use my cast iron, the first thing I do is rinse it out in case there's any dust that's gotten on it. And then I heat it up until the water has evaporated, because I'm heating it so hot. And then I'm going to pour my olive oil on there because I am going to cook my green peppers, and I would be cooking my onions too, but I'm going to be using chives today. And now we don't want to forget the rice. I have a rice maker, or rice cooker, I guess, and I love it. You just put the rice in, you put the right amount of water, and then you just wait till it goes off. So, cooking, and it won't be long before we will have lentil curry rice.